Hello everybody, welcome to the floor. I'm gonna show you guys today how I fix my roots, touch up my roots, bleach my roots. They are pretty long at this point, but as you can see, we have some pretty good growth here and it's starting to look a little yucky. The haircut too, but the roots I can actually take care of. I'm like trying to grow my hair out, so I'm not like a weird phase, so just ignore that. But I can do something about the roots. So I went to Sally's today where I get all of my hair dyeing supplies, and I'm gonna teach you my process for this. Now I'm not an expert. I've been doing this for a little while on my own. I'm basically a beginner, but this is just how I do it. It's worked for me so far. You can tell why I'm wearing a hat today, but it's fine. We're being positive energy. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is make sure you have all of your supplies. You need a bleach. I always use Quick Blue by L'Oreal since I was a teenager and it has worked very well for me. You also need a developing cream. I use a 30 volume developer. You can use a 40 volume as well if you want. Might damage your hair. Don't recommend it. You can also do a 20 volume, but it's not going to lift as quickly. You're going to need a bowl. I have one in blue or in purple. And you're going to need a brush. I don't use brushes for dye because it's easier to feel, but for bleach you definitely need a brush, especially if you're doing your roots, so you can be very precise. You should have gloves. I do not have gloves, so we're gonna hope for the best with this video and hope that my hands don't burn off. If your hair is blonde, that may be all you need, but it also might not be. Now I'm gonna change my shirt. This is a really nice shirt. I just bought it yesterday, so I'm definitely gonna change my shirt so I don't ruin it with bleach. So I just changed into a white shirt. It's Greg, so if I ruin it, oh well, that's me. No. First thing you gotta do is open this with scissors, which I don't have. Scissors have entered the chat. You're gonna open your Quick Blue, do not inhale it, and you're gonna choose your bowl. You don't have to do all of it. I'm doing all of it. I don't want half the packet of bleach sitting around. So now you're gonna add your developer. I'm not really sure how much to add, technically speaking, like what the professional way to do it is. I typically just wing it. Don't take my word on that. I just kind of pour it and stir it. So I got some in there, gonna stir it around. So that's a little bit too chunky, so we're gonna add some more and stir again. Don't smell it. I always forget to not do that. All right, we're getting somewhere, but I think it's still a little tiny bit too chunky. Dab more, mix that in so you have a nice, even, smooth consistency of bleach. All right, this is the tricky part. With your roots, you have to be sectioning your hair correctly, or else you are going to miss spots, or you are going to get spots that you don't want to bleach. If you're doing a dye over it, or if your hair is already blonde, it doesn't really matter, but it could like harm your hair if you're extra over bleaching. So you gotta section, and that's where this part of the brush comes in handy. You can use it to section your hair. You're gonna take that part, you're gonna section your hair, and then you're gonna get both sides of whatever section you did. So all the parts that are your root color, put the bleach on it. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. Put bleach on the part you're trying to bleach. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side so you guys can see it, and then I will need some assistance, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, so you're gonna take bleach, dip your brush in the bleach, and then I usually start all the way here at the very bottom, except I'm having a hard time doing that because my hair is not long enough, and I'm just getting all of this brown part. So this side and this side. The beginning is always a little, see, that's what I said not to do. Beginning's always a little difficult because your hair doesn't have the bleach on it yet, so it can't stay where you want it to. But now that it does, it's sticking where I need it to. So we're gonna get all around my ear. Try not to get it on your ear. Your ear will burn. Or you can wipe it off, but you know. Okay, so we did that section. Now we're gonna comb this down. Make sure we got this section nice, which we didn't. It's on my pants! So we're gonna get that part I missed. And it's okay if it's kind of messy the first time around, because I'm gonna go through again and double check everything. There's another section. This would be easier with gloves because I wouldn't have to avoid the bleach. Pro tip, always buy gloves. Even if you think you have gloves at home, buy some more for good measure. Now I have to be a little careful about doing my roots because my hair lifts really fast, so I kind of have to go fast or my hair lifts really unevenly. So I'm trying to be a little speedy here. It's okay to be generous with your bleach. I'm not being super generous right now because I am gonna go over it again. It is okay to be generous because you don't want any patchiness. Would you look at that? My ear is burning. Perfect. unless you are a professional or have a really good mirror, you need a handy dandy buddy.
Got gloves?
Nope.
BRB.
Now I'm gonna comb through it, and that way we can check all of the roots.
What's it like being Christopher Walken?
It's great. Okay, that's all the bleach. I'm gonna put a bag on my head so it brightens quicker in the back. Alright, I have checked pretty much everything. I've combed through the back. Step 2, after very extremely long step 1. Okay, I washed it. I conditioned it. Important you wash it very thoroughly when you're getting bleach out because you don't want to accidentally leave some on you or it will hurt. It already hurts. I'm very itchy right here. Okay, I haven't seen it, so... Two-toned. Wow, that's platinum legend right here. That is, I got it to a very, very light color. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know what the back looks like. The back's pretty light too. I'm losing it. I'm like starting to shake because I'm hungry and stressed. Oh yeah, lit. I did it. Oh my god, me making an instructional video. Yeah, this is how you do it. Me get shocked when I do it right. I am going to let this dry, air dry a little bit. Kind of just want to take it all the way to blonde, but I asked my patrons and everybody said leave it orange because it's iconic. Someday soon we're going blonde. While I let this dry, we're going to prepare step 2. Like I said, if you are going blonde, you at this point would probably tone your hair, tone your roots. If you're like me and your hair is not blonde, you will put in your color back over your roots. Red or whatever you want to call it. And this is what I used on it when I did it. It's medium copper blonde by Ion, number 7RC. And I need my 20 volume developer because we need something not quite as strong as what we used for the bleach. And we need another bowl. I'm going to use a different bowl because I don't want to mix bowls. Although I do need to wash my brush anyways. So crack this baby open, pour it in the bowl. It smells really gross all the time, but beauty is pain. Beauty is smelly. Now that we have the gross, we're gonna add some cream developer. Yeah, again, I kind of just wing it. The amount you're supposed to put, just some. Put some. Don't want to mix your bleach and your dye. Alright, now that we got a clean brush, sort of liquidy, but not really, and not chunky. That's almost good. I'm just gonna literally put a tiny bit more. Now, with the dyeing process here, it's a little bit different. I need to not only put it on my roots, but put it on the rest of my hair so that it's even. Oh god, these gloves are tight. Surprised Greg could get these on. I don't know if like it's because I'm like shaky, but I'm like panicking right now about this glove. I don't like it, I don't like it. Now, we're gonna take this and we're going to apply it only to the roots for right now. So, same process for everything. Now, everything that is blonde, we're going to put color back into it. My hair all the way to white. I have tried to do that purposefully like 100 times and I never do it right. And here I am doing it right on accident. Can see it's turning orange already, and so I'm going to leave this on my roots for about 10 to 15 minutes and then I will be back to do the next part. Adios. Something you can do while you wait is a face mask, just extra self-care. So I'm using my I Do Care Sugar Kitten Hydrating Peel Off Mask. I love this mask, it's the best. I don't have makeup on, so I can just put it right on my face, and then you can hydrate your face while you dry your hair. I feel like a mad scientist. I'm like, all right, it is time for the final application. Now this is the easiest part. You put it everywhere. All right, guys, guys, it's done. It's the finished product. I went and washed it out using my regular shampoo and conditioner, and then I also used a treatment, a hair treatment, which is just like a hair mask that's for dry and damaged hair. You can get them pretty much anywhere at Target. Fixed all the roots. It looks a little darker than normal right now because I just got out of the shower, but over the next few days it'll probably fade a little bit to probably about this color here. I actually haven't seen the back, so I'm just hoping that it's even, but I don't actually know. Give this video a big thumbs up, an extra big thumbs up if you want, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye.